On board, we always say that the guest personality is what brings the weather, all right? So the staff on board and the crew, we have high expectations now in regards to what kind of weather are you gonna bring us. So keep the good work. You worked very hard throughout the last couple of days to make it sunshine today. And as you can see, probably the only spot with sunshine everywhere around was where we were operating. So I was kind of happy with that. So I hope you had you found your way around the temperatures. You felt how it's gonna be more or less. We had a little bit of wind coming up and down. You felt the zodiacs. Did you like riding the boats? Yeah. All right. I hope you like our drivers also. We have very good. Yes. That clap is only for Kate and Rachel, right? I knew it. Ladies and gentlemen, just wanted to show you a couple of pictures in regards to I would like to start with the charts, so we kind of get an idea on our position, where we went, where we're going. So once again, just as a reminder, South America, Falkland Islands, the Drake Passage, the Antarctic Peninsula, the South Shetland Island groups, and the Arctic Peninsula, Trinity Peninsula here. A little bit of a closer look, the Drake Passage above the islands, the Bransfield Strait, South Shetland Islands, where we have been today. On the little square is the farther south area of the South Shetland Island, between Greenwich and Livingston Island. This first square is where Half Moon is located, right? So that was intention this morning, that was the plan we had last night. As we were coming in, the captain at the bridge and the deck officers, the bridge officers, they were watching the weather. Most of the wind was coming on this direction, okay? As it does that, it just goes straight into the beach on the other beach, on the island that we were planning to visit. And that's not exactly good for us. So as we were looking at this weather, the captain called me up to the bridge. We looked at how the weather prediction was going. We knew that there was a little bit more wind coming in the afternoon. On this area, Yankee Harbor in Greenwich Island on the top side is where we were the afternoon. So here, this mountain range provided protection and gave us shelter for our operation. So it's always a balance of trying to find a good place to give you a spot, but at the same time, we have to make sure that nobody else is there. There is a number of ships that do this in Antarctica. There might be a ship on the area, so even if the conditions were good up here and there was somebody else operating, we could have potentially lost this area because we couldn't go just across the bay if it was somebody else. So there's a few factors that can just affect the program as we are here. So luckily for us, was nobody there, so we can make a quick decision, just move over to the north and do the operations. And we, the staff, we were very happy. First of all, I hope you all felt that pungent aroma of Antarctica. The elephant seals are the best. We like them very much, and I personally was very happy to see the big group, and even happier to see that everybody respected the guidelines and the animals felt comfortable. You saw they didn't run away, they didn't move. So hopefully everybody had a chance, everybody that went ashore had a chance to see them, so we were very happy with that. As a matter of fact, I went around the landing site talking to the expedition staff, and they told me personally, please do thank the guests because everybody behaved very good today. Thank you. So you can go ashore again. Very well. So let's look again at the far map. We have the South Shetland Islands, and we're gonna head south through this channel. This is the Gerlache Strait, named after a famous explorer on the area. Where you see the black square is more or less where we plan to operate on the next few days. Of course, it will all depend how the ice is moving. So a little bit more of a close-up on the Gerlache Strait. We have what we call the Palmer Archipelago. On the upper part, we have a group of islands, the larger one being called Brabant, then Anvers, and then on this side is the mainland with our Arctic Peninsula. So this is more or less where we're going to help to be operating in the next few days. We're going to be moving back and forth, and we're going to be sailing. Usually during the evenings, we're going to be around this area, hanging around and maybe having some encounters with wildlife. As we sail south, this is more or less the line of navigation. We hope to stop on this little corner here. We're going to have a little bit of a closer look. We have the peninsula, we have a place called the Ronge Island, and this channel, which can be quite deep. These depths are in meters, 393 meters here, about 1,200 feet and then goes to 50 meters, 150 feet, so it gets very shallow to cross the Herrera Channel. But it's a place that usually we have some wildlife that hangs around. It's a good place for food, and we have the largest colony of Gentoo penguins in this little island. Also on this corner between the island and the tip of Angers, there are some icebergs. So we might have seen some ice tomorrow. So Cuberville Island is our aim for tomorrow. Hopefully when we do the announcement in the morning and Jen comes to wish you good morning, tell you the weather conditions, hopefully we'll be there. If we're not there, it's going to be a surprise, and we'll tell you in the Zodiacs where we are and what we're doing. It's the spirit of our expedition. We have noticed already that the snow is very low. Generally, last year at this very same time, when we were operating in the South Shetland Islands, we were carving steps on snow for everybody to go to the shore side. Today we had almost all the snow gone, so we are expecting to have not so much snow when we go tomorrow to Cuberville Island. This is a little bit of view of the bay. This goes looking towards the Herrera Channel that we look on the chart. We have the Zodiac stop in here. We have a bit of stones that we have to negotiate. Depending on the tide, you just have to be careful with your balance, as it might be a little bit slippery on this section, on the very first section, when we leave from the boats and go a little bit up. There are plenty of penguin highways here. Again, this is the largest breeding colony of Gentoo penguins, so we're going to be paying special attention tomorrow to the penguin highways in Cuberville Island. Ladies and gentlemen, the weather. Do we want to know about the weather? Yeah, you know, just an idea. Just for reference. The Norwegians say, any Norwegians in the audience? I think the captain is Norwegian, right? Yeah, so yeah, if he's wrong, I don't know, maybe it's the captain's fault. So, what we see here on these blue columns, this is precipitation. So for tomorrow, it is expected to have some snowfall. Maybe we have snowfall, maybe we have rain. The temperatures are pretty close to zero, -2 degrees Celsius, 28, 32 degrees Fahrenheit, and expects to be fairly stable throughout the time of the operations. But according to this prediction, there might be a little bit of snow or rain tomorrow when we are doing our operations. So be prepared for that. It might be a little bit cooler. The wind seems to be helping us, this wind direction. We have 10 knots. This will be blowing from behind the island, so hopefully we'll have a little bit of shelter to operate in the bay. And about 10 knots, pretty constant throughout the day. So this is what we expect to see tomorrow. Who's going out first tomorrow? Green, your turn to cap. Yes, green, go green. Whites, you going last. The others, you know, I heard there is a black market of swapping armbands. I don't know if that's true. Yeah, I just heard about it. Yeah, I have a few for sale. Let me know. Reminders, 90 minutes as usual. We're gonna try our best to give you the time. Of course, walking on the small inclines, the small stones, snow or rocks. And remember just to open up your parka to ventilate. We might be walking a little bit more tomorrow than we did walk today, but the place is very small. From the landing site to the left and to the right, we have a few colonies, so we can go up on both areas to visit with them. Walking sticks, everybody did very well. But again, just remember, if you have a walking stick, to make sure everything is tightly secured. Tomorrow, we're going to be a little bit more strict with a flag route. Today we had what we call a free roaming area where you can just freely move around between a site. Tomorrow we're going to be a bit more strict about a flag route, a route that you must follow when we are on the shore side. Please do be aware of your belongings. We did rescue a couple of belongings today. We're very happy to find the owners, but please remember, be aware of your belongings on the shore side. And again, we recommend you keep your life jacket and wildlife jacket on the shore side. And the expected size, Gentoo penguins, skuas. Some of you saw some skua action today. As we go farther south, the penguins will not be yet on that stage where they're popping out of the eggs. So tomorrow we might see them on nests, but we might not see chicks. Because the farther south, the lower temperatures, they might not have come out of the eggs yet. But we'll only know when we get there tomorrow. And do please use the guanomatics to clean your boots. We have the guano scale that goes from 1 to 10. Tomorrow we're expecting a 5 if there is not a lot of snow. So just please be aware, and we might need you to do a little bit more vigorous scrubbing on the guanomatics when we take you to the shore side. And kayak tickets again just after dinner on your suite. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again very much for your cooperation today with the guidelines and going in and out of the boats. You've been great. Keep the good job, yeah? You still got 5 days to go. Keep it going. Thank you.